Today we're reviewing the movie titled Finding Mercy, a movie produced and directed by Desmond Elliott, which stars some of Nollywood's finest, Rita Dominic, Desmond himself, Uti Nwachukwu, Blossom Chukwujeku, and a host of others.
Now today I'll not see you before if you fall that. This girl a trickster. You want me to carry us go police?
Why you want to talk like that?
Tomorrow they go.
Though the movie was titled Finding Mercy, it basically tells you the story of Uti Nwachukwu and Blossom Chukwujeku's character and a few mistakes they made when they were young and reckless, and 10 years after, the consequences of those mistakes.
Job day this night too. The full ground.
You say waiting.
Job day.
One. Rogers, one follow you go. Look at what I got.
Now let's go into the good, the bad, and the ugly. For the good, I think the story, the script, the screenplay by Kehinde Odukoya was good. This is one of the best Nollywood stories I've seen in a long while, coupled with fantastic acting from Blossom Chukwujeku, Uti Nwachukwu, Rita Dominic, and of course the picture quality was quite good. So it was a good movie. So now let's talk about the bad. First of all, the subtitles. Blossom Chukwujeku's character's mom was Yoruba, and of course she spoke Yoruba in the movie, which was subtitled. And at some point in the movie, the subtitle fizzled away. And in part 2, there was absolutely no subtitle. But I think the subtitle should have been consistent. Is that you subtitle the whole thing or you don't. And of course, there are a few bad lines, like the scene where Blossom Chukwujeku's character walks into the hospital and the nurse tells him that, don't worry, he'll be fine. And then she goes on to address him later and saying, your wife is on a good care, something like that. You know, using a he and a she for the same, referring to the same person. I think the director should have spotted this and he should have corrected it.
Don't worry, my dear. Don't worry. She's in a safe hand. Don't worry.
Now let's go to the ugly. I think it should have been a one-part movie. It was broken into 2 parts. Yes, the story is interesting and quite long, but I think the director could have summarized everything in just 1 part. That would have made it even more interesting. The hair and wardrobe department. Yes, they tried a lot trying to create looks that were not natural for the actors, but of course it was so obvious that the beards, the sideburns on Blossom Chukwujeku's character was fake. You could see this heavy grease presence on it. And Desmond Elliott wasn't really looking fantastic in that, hair makeover. Uti's hair makeover wasn't that bad, but I think they should have paid more attention to detail. If not, just left them in their natural looks. If you can't get it right, don't do it at all. All in all, I would rate this movie 65%. For 2 things. 1, fantastic acting, especially from Blossom Chukwujeku, and a beautiful storyline.
I prepared vegetable fried rice, chicken, plantain. I'll go get your food.